Alright guys, welcome back to maybe the earliest I've ever started programming. Today I'm going to try to fix our problem where if we kill Vulture 1, Vulture 2 stops updating and it disappears. Whereas if we kill Vulture 2... Uh-oh. Hold on, let me kill Vulture 2 here and show you guys what happens. Ah! I'm trying to kill Vulture 2 and not Vulture 1, so I'm just going to go over here and wait for Vulture 2. As Vulture 1 kills my ass. Okay, here we go. So look, kill Vulture 2, he disappears fine, doesn't mess with Vulture 1. And I think that's just because when Vulture 2 gets removed, when we use table.remove from our Vultures table, it doesn't shift Vultures 1. It doesn't shift Vultures 1 because when we remove the second index, it doesn't affect the first index of Vulture 1. But if we remove Vulture 1, our Vultures 2 becomes Vultures 1, and then it gets confused. So we're going to fix that. I did some research, looking up a video on how to do tables better. And I say it like that because it was like I watched a 2-minute video on tables and it showed me exactly what I wanted to do. So instead of using table.insert and table.remove, table.insert will just insert it at, at the next index or whatever, but we want to be explicit about it. So we want to say vultures table at index 1 gets assigned our Vulture 1 after we instantiate it. That way, our Vulture 1 is hard-coded at the index 1, just like how our Vulture 2 will be hard-coded at our Vultures 2. And these might need to change once we add waves and see if the different tiers of the Bounder or Shadow Lord or whatever, but we'll worry about that later. So instead of using table.insert, we're hard coding in the index, our Vulture instantiation at each index. And then the same goes for, this stuff. So we'll fix this because we need to, but we're gonna fix the other stuff first. So look, right here, instead of table.removing, we want to do something different. So like, so here's what's tricky about it is we want to it's even trickier because we want the ostrich to, well, there's two ways of going about this. Like if we delete our table data for the vulture that was just exploded before we actually, or in the same block that we get exploded, we can say, hey, by the way, instantiate an egg at this ostrich's location with this ostrich's velocity or whatever. And then at that point, it would become an egg of the said vulture that exploded. And then I'm not exactly sure how we would because there needs to be multiple eggs, right? Each vulture needs to be an egg at some point once they're exploded. So each vulture. Yeah, I think we can do that. The tricky thing is here is we need, once vulture 1 explodes, we need to basically delete that vulture, which is why we had the table.remove. But we don't want to remove anything from our table because that gives us the shifting indexes. So I think what we really want is to overwrite our current information of that vulture, overwrite it with something like we put the vultures, what do we do? Like instead of saying table.remove, maybe we just, you know, we would trigger the egg or whatever, and then we would move our vulture object just completely out of the way, off screen, where it can't be interacted with, so that it's not deleted, but it's not removed from the table, so it's not shifting the index, but it's not going to be affecting our game state. So we would still have to keep track of those ostriches outside of screen, which I don't really like, but I don't know another way of doing it. I don't know a way of kind of wiping all of our ostrich, or it's like maybe wiping our ostrich if we have a width of 0 and a height of 0. You know, we just change our width and height to 0 so that the ostrich's X position would still be there where it died, but we wouldn't be rendering anything because of it, and its collision hitbox won't do anything. Hopefully, if it's a 0 width item, then we don't really have to move it off screen. But I don't know if that's enough. I guess let's see. Yeah, let's see if vulture 1 gets exploded. Then we're going to say our vulture dot width gets 0, and our vulture dot height gets 0. I wonder if that'll effectively remove it as a hitbox. Might as well do this for vulture 2. But we need to see, where do we do the table.insert? We just did the table.remove. Okay, well, maybe let's see if, oh great, well that's not working. So we can kill vulture 1, and it killed us as well, which was not, shouldn't be possible. How did we kill each other? Okay, well I think that's the case. I think it still killed us. First of all, why is vulture 2 not doing shit? Probably because that. And then it looks like the hitbox is still detecting, even though we shifted our width and whatnot. So I think if our ostriches are exploded, then we need to also move our vulture just to be completely away, right? We're gonna say our vultures our vulture 1x gets a value. And our vulture 2, no, our vulture 1y also gets a value, and it's going to be, we want it to be, let's just do it, you know, if 0, 0 is our top left, let's just do it above that. So like we would say it would just be negative width and negative height. So it would be just off screen, up at the top there. It would be like the graveyard, elephant graveyard. And then this one is going to be the same. Okay. Now, let's see. We'll try killing one first. Okay. They stay at 115. Oh, okay, okay. Yep. Well, hold on. I don't know if that'll fix anything. Feel the width, a nil value. See, we don't want self width. We want the vulture's width. Okay. Our music stopped. Let's try to kill 2 first. Okay, 2's dead. And then 1's dead. Now it's if it were still rendering our text, it's now up off the screen, which is why we're not seeing the screen where they die. But I want to try the same thing and kill ostrich 1 first. And if 2 is still active after we kill ostrich 1, then we're in business and we did it right. Dude, yes. So now we can kill index 1 and still have it be still have it not mess around with our other vultures. So that's a big win. That's all I was hoping to get done today, which is great. Oh, everything else at this point is just extra credit. Cool. Okay. Cool. So we took out, we don't use table.remove, table.insert anymore. We hard code it at the indexes. And then I figured out through the internet that if you control bracket, no, command bracket, there we go. Yeah, if you command bracket, you can indent like this, which is going to help me a lot because we've got some incorrect. You know, I think we're due. Look at this, how nasty this is. Okay. Okay. I think we're going to do a quick run through and get rid of all this unnecessary logic just to tidy it up a bit. And then we'll see if there's another thing we can implement. We might start doing, we might make our egg class today. We might do that tomorrow. We'll see. Let's start in our play state. We don't need this anymore. Now, okay. I guess we can always add, you know, it's like I don't think we'll need to freeze our update upon collision anymore because we've got our enemy collision implemented and working, so I think we can get rid of it. And then we need to fix this. And then, oh my God. Yeah, this is a mess. It's starting to look cleaner though. It's important to keep this looking decent. Okay. I'm going to see if R resets us appropriately. It resets us at a platform, which is what I told it to do. That was sick. Cool. So our R works, it just puts us on this platform, which is fine. Our V is not working. And in order to do that, we just need to do this, I'm pretty sure. That's so nice. Okay. Let's see if our V is working now. So we can reset our vultures if we want. Yep. Cool. Cool. Okay. Instead of doing, where do we print here? Instead of doing vultures, I'm just going to do the index. And if that's the case, maybe we'll get away with, did we delete our smaller font? We did not. So I'm going to see if our smaller font looks decent on this real quick. In play state, in our debugging, we set to smaller font. Now that it's just numbers, it should be easier to read. Nope, it is not. Wow, that looks like crap. Yeah, so what if we do in our main, not 8, gosh. It doesn't get smaller than that. It's just pixels, you know, that's okay. You know, that's readable, right? It should be kind of centered above them. And that's not necessary, that's just gonna be helpful to me. Because once they start moving, you know, it's like if something's wrong or, actually, since they're all classes, it's going to be, they're all kind of copies of one another, but with unique properties, I guess. I don't know what to say. I'm going to take out the -10 on the X. See if that looks a little more centered. Yeah. Cool. So we've got our vultures going on. We can get killed by them. We can bump them and swap both of our DXs. We can just stand there and have them bump off of us. We can hit them in the butt with our butt. Well, that one's a hard one. We reset this. Okay, so I'm trying to fly into his butt with my butt. And I bounce off. It doesn't kill him, even though I was higher, but I bounced off because my joust wasn't facing his way, so that makes sense. And then, yeah, we were due to clean this up. Here, reset. Ostrich. Okay. And then reset vultures. And then look at our pop logic, man. Spawn random. That's so cool. That's so cool. I really like that. That was a cool thing we were able to figure out there. Okay. So I'm just gonna honestly just delete most of this shit. So actually I'm gonna keep I'm gonna actually move this. Well, yeah. I'm gonna Yep. So I'm gonna get rid of all this. I do like the table concat. If you do love.graphics.print, takes in a table.concat, and then that takes in a table of different things, and it takes in two things. It takes in, it takes in this table here, and then it also takes in another value to concatenate. Basically, we're saying you put a new line at the end of every value in this graphics.print table, and then we don't have to do this like what we were doing, where we were saying, oops, it's not what I wanted. Where is here? Oh, okay, well, since the only thing we're printing out is already kind of tethered to their heads, it doesn't matter. But when we're trying to debug a lot of stuff, okay. I guess I'll leave it, because I really do like that table.concat ability, because then we can just plug in values like this, and then we don't have to worry about adding 10 to the Y offset. We just put it right there. So I'm just going to leave that here and maybe only leave one value in there as a sort of example, and then delete everything else. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then, I kind of missed the keylogger actually. Just because I thought it was cool to see it on screen there. So, okay, let's finish cleaning up our code. That looks much better. And then our ostrich is not too bad, just our old. Wow, look at how productive we were yesterday. We did all this yesterday. Didn't take too long, and I added a bunch of functionality. Okay, cool. So we cleaned this up not too long ago, so it's actually in good condition. We can yeah, we can delete this, but we can leave that down there, and we'll make a table that's turned off, or note that's turned off, that we can toggle our enemy collisions there. We don't need this. Oh, our music. Okay. I'm tempted. I want to add another ostrich in there somewhere. Because all of our code, what's great about all the classes and the instantiations that we're using, we can scale. You know, we can add 10 vultures if we wanted. One thing we still need to do, though, is vulture to vulture collision, which is actually different than vulture to ostrich collision. Vultures can't kill other vultures. So we just need, you know, if top collision, they bounce. If the side collision, they bounce. Bottom collision, bounce, instead of killing anybody when it's vulture to vulture violence. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Okay. This is looking not bad. Nice. Okay, so look, we can be like, oh look, we already turned off our ostrich animation cycle. We can turn off our input handling, and we can turn off, hold on, look at this. Test original to see if vulture DX is swapped on a left collide. So if our ostrich left collides with a vulture and we're facing right and the vulture's facing right. Okay, yeah, I don't think the DX has changed at all. I think we did test that last episode. And then platform collisions, geez. Okay. And then we can do spawning logic, you know. And we'll put if self-spawning, otherwise if not self-exploded. What am I doing here? So if we're not spawning and we're not exploded, meaning we're alive and we've done spawning. If we bottom collide with the ground platform, set our ground height. So this is the only ground platform collision that's outside of our platform collision here. And that's because our ground isn't really a ground platform, because I mean, it is a platform object, but we're not trying to loop through it. And why did we decide to do that? I don't remember why we decided to do this. Excuse me. if we had this self-bottom collides, if we added the ground platform to our platform collidables, why did we have to take it out? I remember we did it for a reason, but I don't remember why. I don't exactly know. Don't exactly know. Is this one of those things where I should delete it, put it into the other logic and see if we can fix it and see if it was unnecessary this whole time? Gosh, this makes it so much easier to look at, doesn't it? Because yeah, this is really 625 lines, but we can scroll through it all just like that because we've got all the collapsible bits here, which is super cool. I don't exactly know why. There was something to do with, since the ground platform, okay, so here, I think this is what it was. The ground platform is actually longer than what it looks like because our ostrich needs to be able to walk from side to side, just like how any platform that goes off screen, we need to draw the whole platform so that we can actually still walk on it and be grounded by the time we move to the other side. So I think it had something to do with that. But I'm actually not sure why this wouldn't work. Why it wouldn't work to add our ground platform to our... Oh, I know why. Yeah, I know why. Because of the buffer zone on our platforms. Our ground doesn't have those buffer zones. So I think in our... It's why we don't want, actually, yeah, I'm kind of confused now, because we still need to implement our ground getting smaller every wave, like the fire burns it away, makes it smaller. I guess it depends on the original, if when that's smaller, if we can bump into the side or not. Once stuff starts disappearing. So let me just see once the walls start disappearing if I can still kill these guys. If I can still bounce off the wall. So look, watch the fire burn it away, right? The lava rises. Okay, fire doesn't burn. Oh, really? That's kind of bull. That's kind of bull, not gonna lie. Okay, I deserve that one. Makes me happy when I see little weird, buggy stuff in the original, because it's like, it makes me feel better about mine. That I'll get weird side collision stuffs. Okay, so watch the fire burn this away. So now, if that platform is treated like all the other platforms, I want to see, oh, the hand! Did you guys, I didn't know there was a freaking hand that pulls you into the freaking lava. You guys saw that, right? The freaking hand. Okay, I don't think this is a big deal. It works, so we'll keep it like this. If we're really worried about it, we can always try to include it in our grounded, in our platform collision table, or whatever you want to call it, our our platform collidable platforms table. Okay. Okay. Old skid while in air. Logic place. If we're grounded and our dx is smaller than 0, we're moving left. Okay. I think these are both old comments. Cool. Okay, that's much easier to look at. Okay. Sweet. Look how clean that's looking. Okay. My stupid face wants to do, see all the booleans are separated. I just want to unseparate them. This is all just stupid OCD, like how it looks sort of deal. But it looks a little nicer when the booleans are kind of together. And I guess what we should really do is alphabetize the fields, right? So that we can, if we were, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. That's fine. I wonder if there are conventions like that to just alphabetize it by member so that you can just find it easier. Because, you know, I mean, this is, even though this is the biggest program I've ever written by far, you know, only this many things on a instantiation class, like I can see it becoming, you know, way bigger than that and harder to maintain. So maybe there are some standards people follow for that. Okay, I'm gonna open everything because I want to fix the indents. So if you can see this, yeah, I think everything can be unindented by 1 because our last end, yep, I think we can unindent everything by 1, at least in our update function. Let's see, does that, I guess the true case is like if it still works. Yeah, it doesn't give us any problems. This is so cool. I'm so proud of this. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. We undented that, so let's shrink it again. Look at this, guys. 623. We just took out all the lines of unnecessary code. I mean, we still got comments, but 623 in this one class. By far, biggest piece of code I've ever written. Wait. So look at this. We can we shrink spawning logic. We don't need. Okay. So we don't actually need these bottom quotes or end of comments to shrink it like I thought we did. That's just to turn off the code, but we're not planning on turning that code off. We just want to be able to shrink it. So this is sick. This is sick. I'm very proud of this. This is like gotta be one of the most complicated things I've ever done. Turn this off. Remove this. Okay, perfect. Look at how clean that is, man. This actually needs one. See, this doesn't have anything to do with input handling. Yeah, so maybe I removed those comments a little too much, but because this is where the enemy collisions ends. And then platform collisions end here, that's right. Okay, and then our spawning logic. This is not spawning logic. This is not spawning logic, this is our ground. Oh. Okay, that's not what I thought that would do. That's okay. 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 Now, just make sure I didn't accidentally break something. I mean, we can't test everything, but... Did you see how little our DX was there? I actually like he can walk that slow. I think it's cool. Okay, we're gonna land right on one's head. Cool. I love this game. I love this game. Just started reading Ready Player One yesterday. I'm liking it so far. Okay. So two tiny things that are still bugging me. The pixel offset on our viewports, and the fact that our ostrich has 1 pixel on the left, but our vultures have 1 pixel on the right buffer, so I think they're just slightly different in that way. So part of me wants to fix that, make them consistent, but it's also like they're both working, so it's just like a semantic fix where it's like, oh, I want this to be 0. But it works, so. I should have kept it consistent when I was making it. I still can fix it, but whatever. Okay, so we've got that. Part of me thinks we need to put our booleans together again. We could put all of our values above, and then cool. Looking cleaner. Okay. No. Whatever. This really doesn't matter. I'm just like wanting it to, I guess it's like OCD type, like I just want it to be, it just looks a little more organized like that. Okay, so we fixed our ends, our indentation on ostrich update. I think our play state, yeah, see our play state still has an extra indent because of our refresh logic that we had turned on, and we just removed it, so we just don't need it. Cool. I feel like these updates should be with the other updates. And then, looking clean, we fixed the V reset, which we can check off here. Fix vulture reset, we fixed. We still got that crap. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, we still got a crap ton of stuff to do. Next episode, we're gonna do the egg class. Yeah, much cleaner. Okay, looking clean, guys. So look, play state 180 lines, ostrich 600 lines. That's almost 800. 1100 lines. Yo, my first program of over 1,000 lines. You know, I mean, I'm not counting like, I'm not counting the libraries I've used, because I didn't write those, but there's over 1,000 lines in this project that I wrote, which is pretty amazing. Like, I'm not counting, you know, the 230 lines of push, or 200 of slam, or state machine, or class. I didn't write those, but they're just libraries I'm using. We can really take that stuff out. We don't need that. I'm actually curious what our one-to-one output looks like. We just need to go to our main, say false. Check this out. This will render it real pixels, right? That's how small all the logic is that we've been doing this whole time. You know, we're just rendering it to a virtual resolution. This is what push is doing for us. is scaling this to fit full screen. Isn't that great? I made this game. I made this from my freaking brain. I mean, I obviously, you know, mimicked the game I saw, but no one told me how to make this. That's so cool. That's freaking sick, guys. Okay. I guess, you know what? Hold on a sec. What if I were to... I wrote these with my laptop resolution, which isn't 16 by 9. Wait, no, is 1280 by... I don't know if it is. 1920 by 1080. Let me just see. That doesn't look any different, does it? I think we're okay. I was thinking we might be missing part of the screen because I was hard coding it to a aspect ratio that wasn't fitting, but it looks right. Okay. This is sick. You know what I want to do before we commit? You know what I want to do. We're going to go to our play state. We're going to give ourselves what I said. One more vulture. Just cause. How about we, if they're right there, let's give ourselves one. Let's give ourselves one right here at platform 5. So we'll say Vulture 3 gets a Vulture instantiation, and its X is platform 5 plus its width. Its Y is a platform 5Y. Its width is 16, its height is 24. Its platform to be grounded upon is the Y platform, the Y field of our platform 5, and our index is 3 on our Vulture 3. Then we're going to go to our Vultures table at index 3 and assign our Vulture 3 into it. And then this line of code takes care of rendering our Vulture, or updating our Vulture. And then this line of code takes care of rendering our Vulture. So that might be all we need to print, to make ourselves another Vulture, except I want this Vulture to be going the other way. Oh, we can... shoot. We need to tidy up this. What was I just saying? We'll leave this because this was actually our jump. Logic. Interpreter just saw the table and didn't have the value, so we're not getting the print. We're not getting the printout. Where are we? Oh, here. So we just need to print out the vulture 3's index right above our vulture 3. And then when I make this vulture 3, I actually want to say I think I actually want to say vulture 3 dot facing right gets true. And vulture 3 dot dx gets a positive 0.1 instead of the negative 1. We want a positive 1. And then we'll see if that makes our... I can't believe that worked. Isn't that cool how easy it was to add another vulture like that? So yeah, we still need vulture on vulture collision, definitely. That's gonna be the next thing before the egg. But isn't that just great? This is so much fun. This is sick. We've got 3 vultures running around. They're not flapping, which I thought they would upon turning our flapping biz on. Or we turned our... Oh, here. We need the jump counter. Let's see. See how they're jumping now? Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's sick. See, they shouldn't be able to bounce like that. See how they're like bouncing once? We need to fix that. Sometimes they're bouncing once. Sometimes they don't. Not exactly sure what that's about, but we know we need to fix. We need to add vulture to vulture collision, and then fix vulture bouncing twice upon ground floor. I don't know why it's doing that. Grounded must not be getting set to true for some reason. I don't know why, but we'll have to fix that. I'm gonna take a look through our vulture class and see if we can remove anything. This is great. So this is all platform collision, right? So see, look, we have it separated out on here too. We don't index it. Or here. We'll delete this. And we'll say right here is our platform collisions. And then we can collapse this, and then okay. I'm not gonna collapse the animation cycle because of this last else that pairs to this, if not self-exploded. But actually, I think this else needs to go here. I think that's where the else goes. And where does this end go? What the heck? So it looks like we can delete, oh my god. It looks like we can delete a whole, yeah, see this whole indent here? We can delete this whole indent. God, where does it end though? Right here. Right here. Does that bust anything? No. Let's see if that busts anything. Maybe not. Okay, we're not removing 3. That's one thing we forgot in our play state. Not in our play state, it's in our play state. You know, and then we should do a loop for this, obviously, because you know, we should do a loop to see all the exploded vultures. Let's just do it right now, dude. Screw it. We're gonna say for key v in pairs vultures do if v index than the actual value. So we're going to say if we're exploded. So if our vulture dot exploded, then we're going to set our vultures x to be our negative vultures width, and set our y to be our negative vulture height. I'm just going to comment this out for now and then delete it if what we just wrote works. This should do everything that these 3 were doing, because we're cycling through our table. Then we're saying if our value, you know, this is the index of everything in our vultures table. This is the object of, so like every vulture, and we can actually just say that just to be a little more easy to read, right? So now if we kill 3, well, if we kill 3, 3 gets removed and doesn't get drawn. Why did 2 die there? Why did 2 die there? 2 should not have died there. If I kill 1, I don't know why 2 died. That might, I don't know why. That might have been a freak of nature bug, but okay. So yeah, I don't know why I'm like afraid of doing for loops like that, because it actually makes things really easy. You know, like part of me was like, oh, we'll save it for next episode. How easy it was. You just type that shit and then you get rid of all these. Okay. And this is Okay. Now we'll keep that. Okay. Cool. I think I'm happy with this. Good commit, good commit. Made a lot of clean changes. I don't know if I want to delete this just yet. It's easy enough. It's just get X and get Y if we want to test that again. Okay. See, why is this? Why is there a space here? If this end is for... Why is that end there? We need that one. Yeah, we do. End on 3. So 91 gets ended. Okay, well. I'm confused where these ends line up. Oh, this one is right here. And then I think this one's right here. Yeah. It's the end for this else if, and then this is the end for the update function. That looks right. That looks right. And then, cool. Okay. Sweet. Nice little commit there. We fixed our indexing problem. We were able to add another ostrich. We cleaned up a lot of our comments. We're actually placing our vultures off screen now when they die, so we can't trigger accidental collisions. Next, you know, we need to add our vulture to vulture collision, and then we need to add. We need to fix them bouncing, because right now, see how they like. Sometimes they'll jump and then bounce upon landing. Not exactly sure what that's about. It might be because of the way our jumping logic is implemented. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I kill 1 first. Make sure 2 and 3 stay unchanged. Oops. So kill 1 first. I didn't get to see it. Okay, I think it's working. Cool. And then look, if we get diff, it'll show us all of the changes we made this episode. And that looks like a lot, but it's really just indenting. So it's like we took out a line and moved it and added this line, but it's the same line, we just changed the indent. So that's why it looks like it's so much. So when we do this, we're gonna say fixed, or I want to say like hard-coded vulture indexes into vultures table, and then look at those. Oh my god, 800 insertions, 900 deletions. That's gonna be like a solid dark green on my GitHub, but it's just tabs, you know. It's just indenting. I mean, some of it was functionality, but most of it was tabs. Cool. All right. nice solid day. I think I'm gonna call that a day. I'll see you tomorrow for those things we did, and then, you know, we still got to work on the temporary safety. Well, that messed up, but got to do the temporary safety as well. But we're gonna do the eggs soon. It's coming together, dude. It's coming together. I'm happy with it. Thanks for watching.